Hey guys, Mike Sumsky here with Real Estate Association of Puget Sound, and if you were at our last Kitsap meeting, which we had earlier in the month, you'll know that I had you guys fill out a bunch of these note cards. On each one of these note cards is a question that you've had about real estate, something that's a burning question that you want to get answered, or maybe some topics that you want to get discussed. We answered one of the questions at the meeting, and if you didn't have a chance to go, I really encourage you to go to our next Paulsbo meeting. It's going to be the first Thursday of the month at 6:30 at the Paulsbo Library. At any rate, I promised you that I would be answering some more questions on the Facebook page here. So let's just get started. This video question is, what is the best way to find homes to buy that are not listed on the MLS? This is an awesome question. The reason I like it so much is that most of the houses that I buy for my real estate investing are actually not listed on the MLS. They're actually not even listed for sale by owner, or no one really knows about them. So that's where you got to find your best deals, because there's very little competition. So how do you find somebody who has a house for sale that is not advertising? Well, marketing is the answer. What you want to be able to do is reach out to certain types of homeowners that might be have a situation which have a greater chance of them wanting to sell, or maybe be a flexible or even motivated seller. One of the best strategies is through direct mail. For instance, one of the mailing lists that I mail to would be absentee owners. So these would be landlords or people that own a house where they don't live in the property, so it's either rented or it's vacant. Sometimes they've been a landlord for a while, maybe they just had an eviction and they're a tired landlord, they just want the house gone. Or it could be someone who's inherited a house and they have no interest in fixing it up or renting it out or doing whatever. It might even be vacant, and they would love the opportunity to sell. So one of the best things you can do is you can get a list of these properties. So for a non-owner occupied list, you can call a title company and you can just say, hey, I'm looking for a list of homes in this zip code or this city or these cities that where the tax bill is sent to a different address than the mailing address. Or sorry, the tax bill is sent to a different address than the property address. So that would be one indication of being non-owner occupied. The thing you also want to do is you don't just want to have any house, because you're going to have a huge list. Ideally, you're going to look for people that have equity, because the more equity a homeowner has, the more likely you can structure a creative deal. You can buy all cash at a discounted price, you can set up seller financing, you can do a whole bunch of stuff that you might not be able to have the option to if say they owe what it's worth or they're upside down. So the best way to find equity is to search for homes that have been owned by the same person for at least, say, 15 or 20 years. So when you talk to the title company, mention that. I want to get all the homes in the 98310 zip code that have been owned for more than 20 years by the same owner, where it's a non-owner occupied house, or where the tax bill is sent to a different address than the mailing address. They should be able to, they'll give you the list. They might charge you, it might be just a very nominal fee, maybe $2. I think that's what I paid for a list of hundreds and thousands of houses here. So it's not going to cost you practically anything. When you get that list, go sort through it to the types of houses that you're going to want to buy. So maybe if you're specifically targeting 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom houses, you can eliminate the 1 or 2 bedrooms. Or if you're looking for houses that are over a certain square footage, you can eliminate those on your Excel sheet. And then what you want to do is you want to write them a letter. The best is what I call a yellow letter. It's a yellow lined paper in a simple letter that says, it would be like, dear so-and-so, I noticed your house at 123 Main Street, and I was curious if you'd be interested in selling. And you just put your name and put your phone number, and that's it. So very, very simple letter. You don't have any other information on it, just a simple question, your name, your number. You want to handwrite this, and then put it in a simple envelope that's handwritten address, live stamp, so first class stamp. Throw it in the mail, and if you do a bunch of these, you're going to get usually between a 5 to 12% response rate. A lot of these people are not going to be interested in selling. They may assume that they're the only person that received a letter from you, and so they may call to say, "Oh no, we're not interested in selling. We're never going to sell," or possibly they might say, "Hey, yeah, actually, we'd really like to sell." And so in that case, you have a potential deal. That doesn't mean you're going to get the seller to have the flexibility to do a deal that would work both for them and for you, but at least you have the seller. And eventually, it's a numbers game. You're going to run across a seller who has a high motivation, who's a very flexible seller, and is willing to sell, or has a reason to sell quickly at either a large discount for selling cash, or a very flexible seller as far as terms go, so that maybe you don't even have to pay anything down, and the seller's one to finance the whole purchase. So there's a lot of other ways that you can find off-market deals. What I call driving for dollars. You can go find vacant property, write down the address, go online to the county website, find the owner, write them a letter. You can get properties through referral, so always be networking with other investors. Let people know what you're looking for. You can have like your informants on the street, basically, or your bird dogs. So these are all the people that will go out looking for properties, because if they know you're buying, then they might refer a good lead over to you. So direct mail, referral, possibly if you're good at the online world, so that you can set up a website that you can drive traffic to. You can find people that are looking to sell but maybe haven't advertised their property. If they find you online, you have a way that you can capture leads. And in fact, here's a quick plug. On the 29th of April, I'm going to be talking all about internet marketing for real estate investors, and it's an all-day class. It's only $25, and you can go to reapsweb.com in order to register. Now, you have to be a REAPS member in order to register for this event, but I'm going to talk all about social media and internet marketing for investors and finding free leads and all that good stuff. So I think that's about it. A little long-winded on this one, but hope that answered your question. And in the meantime, keep an eye on this Facebook page. Make sure you like the page if you haven't already, and I will definitely be out here doing more training videos for you. And again, come to our Paulsbo meeting, first Thursday of the month, Paulsbo Library, 6:30. We'll see you guys there. Take care.